Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am great, and I'm going to ask for your patience today. I'm going to get leaning into some politics without it meaning I want to talk about politics. I don't. But the revelation that President Joe Biden has advanced prostate cancer struck home with me. If you've been following along, I, like the president, have stage 4 metastatic prostate cancer. He's got me by about 20 years, but we both have it. And it's not good. So I want to talk about some of the things that men are asking about this. First of all, it did the prostate cancer community no favors by what they're claiming was the sequence of events. Because if you listen to any of the doctors, urologists or oncologists that appeared on TV or podcasts or any other type of media, the timeline makes no sense. It just doesn't. I went into surgery stage 3. Gleason 7. I came out stage 4, Gleason 9. It was not metastatic. 5 years later, after going into remission for about 11 and a half months, it came back in my lymphatic system, making me metastatic. It was chilling to hear Dr. Dupinski say on a podcast, even though I know it's true, that this is a terminal diagnosis. You're going to die from this unless you die from something before it gets you. But metastatic prostate cancer, once this pony gets out the gate, you can't get it back in the corral. That's just the way it is. It is so easy to beat if you catch it early. And if you have your typical kind of mopey, slow-moving prostate cancer, I overachieved and got a very dynamic, aggressive form. Men, go get your PSA scored, your prostate-specific antigen score. If your doctor pushes back, push back on him. You're in charge of your treatments, your medical life. You're in charge of that. Say, yes, I want this. I'll pay for it out of pocket if you can, but push on your doctor. Doctors often don't test you until 55. I was diagnosed at 53. My buddy, former K-State quarterback Matt Miller, was diagnosed at 47 and dead at 49. So even the doctors that are not testing until 50 aren't getting it right anymore. We got to move it up. My friend and someone I've helped with interviews for his books, Dr. David Samadi out of New York, a really incredible urologist, wants that age to be 45 now. Go to your doctor. Say you want the PSA score. You want it. You need it for that baseline score. So if something happens later, you can have a point of referral that you're too high or it's not moving at all. Some men just have a higher PSA score, and that'd be helpful to know instead of just getting one snapshot when you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s. It's said all men, if we live long enough, will get prostate cancer. And it typically, the younger you are, the more aggressive it is. That's another thing that hasn't quite added up with President Biden's diagnosis. Typically, older men in their 80s or late 70s aren't going to get this type of hyper-aggressive prostate cancer for whatever reason, but he could. Once it gets into your bones, you've gone through a lot. So this didn't just happen. In all likelihood, he's had a prostatectomy, the removal of the prostate, had to go through all the functions of attempting to learn to urinate again, because men, that's what we use. That's when we get potty trained, that's what we're training, is our prostate. And now you got to back up and start over. But they've also discussed the impact of hormone therapy, which is a very basic thing they do. The minute you are diagnosed, bam, needle in your butt, here's some Lupron. Mine was every 6 months. I've been on Lupron probably for the better part of 5 of the last 7 years. And it does some damage. It kind of adds up now. Because one of the side effects of extended use of androgen deprivation therapy, hormone therapy, is memory loss. And I don't discuss it. I haven't discussed it. But if you watch our podcast and sometimes the daily delivery, you'll watch me struggle for names. It's a new development. It's very frustrating. And sometimes just the right word escapes me. I'm trying to manage it. My guys kind of fill in and offer names, and I have to keep a lot of notes in front of me now because the names just aren't there. Easy names that I should know, and I just can't retain them. It's just part of it. Also, another thing is you lose your muscle mass. And I have lost most of mine. I am proud to say I'm down 90 pounds since diagnosis. And mostly by choice in the fact that I had my second round of radiation was at my stomach. I got nauseous for 3 months and I just adjusted my eating habits and it's made a world of difference. Because I can't really exercise, my muscle mass has been destroyed. So that's part of the weight loss. And it's frustrating. And with that also, now I have balance and, I'm a threat to fall quite more often than ever before. It's strange. All of those things were things that President Biden showed during his tenure as the President of the United States. And now it's making sense to me, some of those things. And also, jokes aside, as someone who is wearing an adult undergarment right now, because I have such advanced cancer, everything's fried. I'm in a diaper, which it is, every waking hour that I'm not in a shower. Just the way my life is now. I also have full erectile dysfunction. I have colon issues, which were brought on by all of the aggressive radiation. A lot of things going on. But all of this, all of the things I'm telling you about would be stopped if you did regular PSA scores. Just tell your doctor. And if they're a 55 and older doctor and they absolutely refuse, you know what you need to do? Find a new doctor. You're in charge. And if they absolutely refuse, that might be what you have to do. Prostate cancer is a journey, and it's not a fun one. And it was chilling to hear Dr. Drew Pinsky on a podcast on Monday discuss the fact that stage 4 metastatic prostate cancer is a terminal diagnosis. Thanks for the reminder, Doc. There is really no way to come back from it, unless you're just the miracle kid like I'm going to be. I plan on beating this thing. I don't know how. Do it with a smile and a sense of optimism. But the computer spit out a 27% chance of life expectancy to reach 60. I wasn't supposed to make 60, and I did it. On June 1st, I turned 61. And I am back in observation after 2 pretty damaging rounds of radiation in 2018 and 2020. The journey goes on. I hope President Biden is comfortable and can handle this, but at his age, it doesn't look good. As Dr. Drew said, if you're metastatic, if this horse gets out of the gates, you're in trouble. If your prostate cancer spreads, if you're stage 4, all of a sudden, your chances of survival drop to around 5%. And if you're metastatic, well, there's about 120,000 of us at any one time that are metastatic stage 4 in the United States, out of 1.5 million prostate cancer patients. We're a rare club. It's not fun. But it's important that you know, guys, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about erectile dysfunction and incontinence because they're, well, emasculating. I'm willing to do it. What the hell? I got nothing else going on here. I'm just going to throw it all out there and be an open book. And I pray that you will take this advice and go to the doctor and get your PSA scored. And do so on a regular basis. Push on your doctor. Get it done. And maybe if you're diagnosed with prostate cancer, they're going to catch it at stage 1 or 2, which means you're going to win. It's an easy out. Stage 3 is a little more complicated, and stage 4, well, boys, welcome to the club. No one wants to join. I appreciate you letting me vent a little bit. I hope you learned something about what's going on here. And I hope, men, that you learned one thing. Go to the damn doctor.